Child, the world's most valuable resource and the best hope for the future. A child is the purest form of a human being, as he or she is yet to be molded by the harsh realities of life. Children are highly impressionable and vulnerable. Their lives should mature gradually as they gain new experience, and all this can be possible if one has a good family. Importance of the family in nurturing a life cannot be undermined. Psychologists believe that a child learns the most from his or her family. Families are children's first line of protection. Some children are blessed with good family, but unfortunately, millions of children around the world are growing up without one or both of their parents. For them, the reality of childhood is entirely different. Children without parental care find themselves at a high risk of discrimination, inadequate care, abuse, and exploitation, and their well-being is often insufficiently monitored. They often live in difficult circumstances or in conditions of moral danger. Both Universal Declaration of Human Rights and Convention on the Rights state that every child has the right to grow up in family environment, to know and to be cared for by his or her own family whenever possible. Children have the right to survive, develop, be protected, and participate in decisions that impact their lives. Considering all this, effort is being made by the government as well as by the private organizations to provide alternative care to those children who are out of the family. Normally, in such circumstances, many such children are placed in institutional care. It was also observed that the institutional care has been supportive in extending good education and nutrition to vulnerable children, but the support in the developmental needs are not sufficient or proper. The time is always right to do what is right. Realizing the psychological needs of children for their holistic development and importance of family-based care, which draws upon cultural and community support systems, YCDA started its journey with a workshop in 2009 on children's issues. The mission gained momentum when other organizations such as Basundhara from Katak, Ekta from Koraput, IDA from Keonjhar, OLS from Bhubaneswar, RARE from Sonpo came forward to form a task force for this noble cause. YCDA has been given the responsibility of coordinating and exploring possibilities of working in this issue. Task force, from the very beginning of its formation, is facilitating statewide comprehensive consultative processes to ensure cross-sectoral, broad-based participation and inputs from all relevant stakeholders in awareness building and implementing the concept of right to family. The task force is proceeding through a campaign approach and checkout plan of action to address the issue in a more effective and integrated way involving all the stakeholders, including children. Task force, in collaboration with UNICEF and Women and Child Development Department, has made an attempt to amplify the voice of children to reach large numbers of people and enlist their support for this cause by speaking out, demanding, negotiating as required with the relevant state or citizen bodies for the rights of children. At the state level, 3 interlinked events were organized to launch the campaign. Prior to the launching of the state campaign on right to family, Listening Child's Voice was organized at Red Cross Bhavan, which was inaugurated by Kasturi Mahapatra, Commissioner for Persons with Disabilities.
घरे रहिबो बापा मांकर स्नेह पाइबो बापा मां जदि नहांती ताहले बापा मां थिबा पिला बहुत अछंती बापा मां नथिया पिला ମଧ୍ୟ बहुत अछंती से पिला मान भाई आमे कोन करि परिबा से मान गोटा परिवार जोगे परिबा कि से मान को परिवार रो स्नेह देई परिबा कि बापा मां अभिभावक मान को स्नेह श्रद्धा एवं से जो बिलोंगिंगनेस टा जोटा निज परिवार भीतर सेटा हम देई परिबा कि परि भाव देई परिबा ए 3 दिन पूरा बेस विस्तृत भाव बड़ मान संगे आलोचना अछि त मान संगे आलोचना अछि.
The purpose of the workshop was to place the voice of the children in influencing and integrating the state policy framework. Around 45 children from different institutional and non-institutional care across the districts like Nuapara, Khordha, Balangir, Cuttack, Baudh, Keonjhar and Koraput actively participated in the program. The workshop came alive with immersive participation of the children. They engaged in different activities which evoked in them positive emotions in an ambience of joy, fun, and happiness. Children were engaged in various activities such as paintings, creative science sessions, exhibitions, group work during the event. Facilitators of the workshop zealously participated in the activities as if they were reliving their childhood days.
ओडिशा में फर्स्ट स्टेट जो थे कि समाने सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट संगे एमओयू साइन करथि इंटीग्रेटेड चाइल्ड प्रोटेक्शन स्कीम रे एवं से इंटीग्रेटेड चाइल्ड प्रोटेक्शन स्कीम रे बहुत स्ट्रांगली समाने रिकॉग्नाइज करछथि जे ऑर्फन वल्नरेबल पिला जमन अछथि सेमान को फर्स्ट रे कम्युनिटी बेस्ड रिहैबिलिटेशन करा.
On the second day of the event, the interaction of the children and functionaries with the media brought a new dimension to the issue of non-institutional care and unfolded many facets of it. Media people at the same time got sensitized on the issue of non-institutional child care. As a part of the campaign, a state-level workshop on non-institutional care system was organized on 30th August 2010 at Panthanivas, Bhubaneswar, with an objective to develop conceptual clarity among the participants on the subject and laws related to it. It was inaugurated by Sujata Karthikeyan, Director Social Welfare, Women and Child Development Department, Orissa. The CWC members and NGO representatives participated in the workshop. Speaking on the occasion, representatives of government and non-government organizations stressed upon the importance of non-institutional care and shared the efforts need to be taken in this direction.
Actually, Mr. Meher would ठीक कथा कहले कि probably country रे this is the first time that right to family campaign has started in any state. Then we have numerous other programs which already exist, but nobody focuses on these faceless, vulnerable children. To some extent, I would say even disability is recognized. It is in the mind of people. But because a vulnerable child, an orphan ho, ki HIV/AIDS pidita pilate ho, not very visible in our society, unless you go to an orphanage. Then there are a whole lot of other issues ki pila kon orphanage re taro complete because hey paribo ki taku family setup actually darkar. There are a lot of issues with institutional care. So this is the first time ICPS has recognized this in a very big way, and that way I think the integrated child protection scheme is a very revolutionary scheme. So this encapsulates the necessity, the urgency of action in the field of children. Aji jodi ame karibani, kali ko se pila se adult he jayebo with all the problems that his childhood has given. So we must act today, and etire ke government nuhanti, ke NGO nuhanti, every one of us is an activist.
उपयुक्त नागरिक गढ़ा आमको शिशुटी को आमको दरकार तेणु आम जो से दायित्व ना अर्फनेज छुआ ड्रप करदे काम सरी जाए तेणु आम यही अर्फन छुआ केमी प्रोटेक्शन करी भल भाव में केमी बढ़ समाज संगे मिसी पार मुख्य स्रोत से मिसिक से गोटे अन्य छुआ मान भाया से केमी बढ़ तार पूरा सब प्रकार इक्वल राइट्स केमी पाइब सेटा जदि आम ताहले आमे आमर कर्तव्य पूरा करलो बोली आमे भाबिबा।
I am happy to note that the effort of NGO like Task Force and other government and non-government organizations of Orissa can be seen and learned from by this state group from Orissa. This workshop will be fruitful of ideas, especially with organizations facing similar challenges in protecting child rights of children, will enrich state and policy.
Lakshmi Narayan Nanda of UNICEF made a presentation on integrated child protection scheme on this occasion.
Basically, it's a partnership concept. जो थे कि government एवं civil society का partnership दुईटा को इधर गुरुत्व दिया है जी. It's not only purely government. इधर प्रत्येक stage रे civil society का participation ऊपर गुरुत्व दिया है जी.
The state level mega event that is launching of the campaign Rights to Family was held on 31st August 2010 at Idkal Auditorium with representation from child rights organizations, representatives of child care institutions and government counterparts, members of CWC, media representatives, corporate houses and civil society organizations. The campaign Right to Family aimed at sensitizing and influencing policymakers including government, NGOs and UN bodies on the situation of orphans and other vulnerable children. Srimati Pramila Malik, Minister Women and Child Development Orissa, inaugurated the event and unveiled the campaign poster. Speaking on the occasion, dignitaries and guests underlined the importance of non-institutional care and shared the efforts being taken in this direction.
केयर पे बेसिकली जो पिला माने विदाउट पेरेंटल केयर आसंती बा जो पिला माने कोनोस ना कोन काम बसत बापा मांकर स्नेहरु वंचित होंती से पिला मानकर रिहाबिलिटेशन पे से पिला मानकर रक्षणाबेक्षण पे आमान पाखरे जो सब व्यवस्था अछि बा आमे समस्तकर सेही ओरिएंटेशन अछि जे जदि कोनोस काम होतो पिलाटा ऑर्फन हला बा vulnerable हला ताले ताको आमे हॉस्टल को बा इंस्टीट्यूशन को पठौचंती इन वाइसिटी आमे बहुत अब बलांगीर रे लास्ट 2 वर्ष लानी ए जो विकल्प व्यवस्था सब अछि ता अपने आमे एक्सपेरिमेंट करिछु फॉस्टर फैमिली किनशिप फैमिली जो थे कि पिला मानकु हॉस्टल को न पठिना पिला मानकु ऑर्फनेज को न पठिना पिला मानकु कम्युनिटी रे मेंबर मानकु सहयोग रे रिहैबिलिट करा जाय परिछि एवं से मानकु ताकर जहा मिनिमम राइट्स पिला स्कूल को जिबे पिला मानकर हेल्थ चेकअप हे परिबो पिला माने ताकर राइट्स पाइबे ए जिनसुडा को एन्श्योर करा जाय परिछि तो हमें समस्त मिसी के जिनसुडा आलोचना करू जो मन के लाइन ऑलरेडी काम किछ करबा आरंभ करछन एवं हम डिसाइड करू जे ए जिनसुडा को स्टेट रे गुटे मिशन मोड रे आकु नै जाय परिबो
ऑर्गेनाइजेशन मानक से काम करी पिला मानक संगे काम करी सेति के रियलाइजेशन तो जो इंटरनलाइज करा हेची जे ना पिला मानक अधिकार तक हम साब्यस्त करिया पहिले हम समस्त एकाठी हेबाक पड़िबो आज जे टास्क फोर्स रे गठन करा जायछि एवं एठी हमर समस्त सरकार कोन कले न कले सी सरकार हम हाथ को सुदृढ़ करबा